Child stars then and now. Where are they? Delving into the past of television's golden era reveals a treasure trove of beloved child stars from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. In those bygone days, before the era of streaming services, families across the nation gathered around the TV to enjoy the same hit series, often centered around heartwarming family sitcoms that propelled young actors into the spotlight. Keith Thibodeaux. Keith Thibodeaux, a man who became a symbol of American television in his childhood. Born on December 1, 1950, Keith began playing the drums at just 2 years old. His talent was so great that at the age of 3, he was already earning $500 a week, performing with the Horace Heidt Orchestra. But Keith gained real fame when he was just 5 years old. He passed a difficult casting and was chosen for the role of Little Ricky in the cult comedy series I Love Lucy. In this series, he played more than 35 episodes, becoming a real child star of Hollywood. After I Love Lucy, Keith starred in a number of other TV shows, including The Andy Griffith Show, where he played Opie's friend, Johnny Paul Jason. Keith is now 73 years old and lives in Jackson, Mississippi. He continues to play the drums and record music. Keith is married to professional ballerina Kathy Denton. They have a daughter, Tara. Jay North, a childhood star best known for his role in the series Dennis the Menace. Born on August 3, 1951, he quickly demonstrated his acting talent, starting his career in the late 1950s. At just 7 years old, he became famous for playing the mischievous Dennis Mitchell in the CBS comedy series. Jay's teenage years were also full of success. He starred in 2 Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer films, Zebra in the Kitchen and Maya, as well as in the eponymous NBC television series. Jay is currently 72 years old and resides in Lake Butler, Florida. He continues to work actively, collaborating with the organization A Minor Consideration and helping other children who aspire to make a career in the entertainment industry. In his personal life, Jay is happily married to Kathy Hackney. Together, they are raising 3 adopted daughters. Jerry Mathers. Jerry Mathers was born on June 2, 1948. He is best known for his role as Theodore Beaver Cleaver in the iconic American television series Leave It to Beaver, which aired from 1957 to 1963. Jerry Mathers became a symbol of American childhood with his natural and sincere portrayal of Beaver, a curious and often mischievous boy in the series. His older brother Wally Cleaver was played by Tony Dow, and together they created one of the most memorable sibling duos on television. The success of Leave It to Beaver led to several spin-offs and TV movies, including the new Leave It to Beaver, 1983 to 1989, where Mathers reprised his role. After the original show ended, Jerry Mathers served in the National Guard during the Vietnam War. He later returned to acting, appearing in various TV shows and films, maintaining a presence in the entertainment industry. Jerry Mathers currently resides in Santa Clarita, California. He is now 76 years old. Butch Patrick. Butch Patrick, an actor who became a symbol of American television in his childhood. Born on August 2, 1953, Butch began his professional acting career at the age of 7. He is perhaps best known for his role as the child werewolf Eddie Munster in the CBS comedy series The Munsters from 1964 to 1966 and in the 1966 film Munster, Go Home. In his teenage years, Butch played roles in 2 Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer films, Zebra in the Kitchen and Maya. He also starred in the NBC television series adapted from the latter film, also named Maya. Butch is now 70 years old and lives in his grandmother's house in Macon, Georgia. He continues to work with former child stars and the organization A Minor Consideration, using his experience as a child actor to counsel other children working in the entertainment industry. Butch is married to Layla Murray. Ron Howard. Ron Howard, an actor who became a symbol of American television in his childhood. Born on March 1, 1954, Ron began his career at just 7 years old. He is perhaps best known for his role as Opie Taylor in The Andy Griffith Show and Richie Cunningham in Happy Days. As a director, he has created some of Hollywood's most memorable films, including critically acclaimed dramas A Beautiful Mind and Apollo 13, as well as hit comedies Parenthood and Splash. Ron is now 70 years old and lives in his home in Connecticut. He continues to work with former child stars and the organization A Minor Consideration, using his experience as a child actor to counsel other children working in the entertainment industry. Ron is married to Cheryl Alley. They have 4 children, including actresses Bryce Dallas Howard and Paige Howard. Jon Provost. Jon Provost is an actor who became a symbol of American television in his childhood. Born on March 12, 1950, Jon began his career at just 4 years old. He is perhaps best known for his role as Little Timmy Martin in the CBS series Lassie. In his teenage years, Jon played roles in several films, including The Country Girl with Bing Crosby and Grace Kelly, Back from Eternity, with Anita Ekberg and Escapade in Japan, with Teresa Wright, Cameron Mitchell, and an unknown and unrecognized Clint Eastwood. Jon is now 74 years old and lives in his grandmother's house in Pomona, California. He continues to work with former child stars and the organization A Minor Consideration, using his experience as a child actor to counsel other children working in the entertainment industry. Jon is married to Sandra Gusson. They have 2 children. Lauren Chapin. Lauren Chapin, born on May 23, 1945, Lauren began her career at just 4 years old. She is perhaps best known for her role as the youngest child, Kathy Anderson, nicknamed Kitten, in the TV show Father Knows Best, which was filmed between 1954 and 1960. She appeared in 196 episodes out of 203 in the series. In her teenage years, Lauren played roles in several films, including A Star is Born, 1954, The Bob Hope Show, 1954, The Ed Sullivan Show, 1958, The Adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, 1976, Scout's Honor, 1980, the 36th Emmy Awards Ceremony, 1984, and School Bus Diaries, 2016. Lauren is now 79 years old and lives in Los Angeles, California. She continues to work with former child stars and the organization A Minor Consideration, using her experience as a child actor to counsel other children working in the entertainment industry. Lauren has 2 older brothers who were also child stars, Billy and Michael Chapin. Hayley Mills. Hayley Mills, an actress who began her career at just 4 years old. She is perhaps best known for her role as twins Susan and Sharon in the Disney film The Parent Trap, 1961. Her performance in Whistle Down the Wind, an adaptation of a novel written by her mother, earned Mills a BAFTA nomination for Best British Actress, and she was recognized as the biggest star in Britain in 1961. In her teenage years, Hayley played roles in several films, including A Star is Born, 1954, The Bob Hope Show, 1954, The Ed Sullivan Show, 1958, The Adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, 1976, Scout's Honor, 1980, the 36th Emmy Awards Ceremony, 1984, and School Bus Diaries, 2016. Hayley is now 78 years old and lives in London. She continues to work with former child stars and the organization A Minor Consideration, using her experience as a child actor to counsel other children working in the entertainment industry. Hayley has 2 older sisters who were also child stars, Juliette Mills and Jonathan Mills. Tatum O'Neal. Tatum O'Neal, an actress who began her career at just 10 years old. She is perhaps best known for her role as Addie Loggins in the film Paper Moon, for which she became the youngest Oscar winner. She also starred in films The Bad News Bears, Nickelodeon, and Little Darlings. In her teenage years, Tatum played roles in several films, including A Star is Born, 1954, The Bob Hope Show, 1954, The Ed Sullivan Show, 1958, The Adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, 1976, Scout's Honor, 1980, the 36th Emmy Awards Ceremony, 1984, and School Bus Diaries, 2016. Tatum is now 60 years old and lives in Los Angeles, California. Tatum has 2 older brothers who were also child stars, Griffin and Patrick O'Neal. Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster, an actress who began her career at just 3 years old. She is perhaps best known for her role as Clarice Starling in the film The Silence of the Lambs, for which she received an Oscar. She also starred in films Nell, Contact, Panic Room, Flight Plan, Inside Man, Nims Island, and Elysium. In her teenage years, Jodie played roles in several films, including A Star is Born, 1954, The Bob Hope Show, 1954, The Ed Sullivan Show, 1958, The Adventures of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza, 1976, Scout's Honor, 1980, the 36th Emmy Awards Ceremony, 1984, and School Bus Diaries, 2016. Jodie is now 61 years old and lives in Beverly Hills, California. Jodie has 2 older sisters, Lucinda and Constance, and an older brother, Lucius, who is also a child star. Peter Ostrum. Peter Ostrum, born on November 1, 1957, Peter began his acting career at the tender age of 12. His only film role was as Charlie Bucket in the 1971 motion picture Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. This role made him a household name, and he was selected by talent agents for Willy Wonka when he was just 12 years old. Despite the enjoyment he found in filming, he chose not to sign a 3-film contract when it ended. After stepping away from a career in film and theater, Peter became a bit hesitant to discuss his one starring role. However, in 1990, he began an annual tradition of speaking to school children about the film, and he became a subject of interest again when the 2005 film, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, was released to theaters. Peter's interest in his family's horses when he returned from shooting Willy Wonka led him to a new career path. He was particularly influenced by the veterinarian who tended to them. He received a doctorate of veterinary medicine from Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine in 1984 and retired by late 2023. As of June 2024, Peter is 66 years old and lives in Glenfield, New York with his wife Loretta. They have raised 2 children together. Peter was born to Dean Gardner Ostrum and Sarepta Mabel. He is the youngest of 4 children. His life journey from a child actor to a veterinarian is truly inspiring, showing that it's never too late to follow your passion. Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields is an actress who began her career at just 11 months old. She gained widespread notoriety at age 12 for her leading role in Louis Malle's film Pretty Baby, 1978, in which she appeared in nude scenes shot when she was 11 years old. She continued to model into her late teenage years and starred in several dramas in the 1980s, including The Blue Lagoon, 1980, and Franco Zeffirelli's Endless Love, 1981. In the 1990s, Shields returned to acting and appeared in minor roles in films. She also starred in the NBC sitcom Suddenly Susan, 1996 to 2000, for which she received 2 Golden Globe nominations, and Lipstick Jungle, 2008 to 2009. Born on May 31, 1965, in New York City, Brooke is the eldest daughter of model Terry Shields and businessman Frank Shields. She has 2 step-siblings and 3 half-sisters. As of June 2024, Brooke is 59 years old and lives in New York City. Lance Kerwin. Remembering Lance Kerwin, we recall him as one of the brightest actors of his time. Born on November 6, 1960, Kerwin was known for his roles in television and film during his childhood and teenage years in the 1970s. He starred in the television series James at 15, as well as in the television movies The Loneliest Runner and Salem's Lot. Reflecting on his early years, we can't help but mention his roles in shows like Wonder Woman, Murder, She Wrote, Houston Nights, Simon & Simon, The New Lassie, and FBI, The Untold Stories. He recently appeared in the 2022 film The Wind and the Reckoning. Kerwin had a daughter, Savannah Page, from Kristen Lansdale, and 4 children from his wife Yvonne Kerwin. He stepped away from his acting career in the mid-1990s. Sadly, Kerwin passed away on January 24, 2023, in San Clemente, California, at the age of 62. His contribution to the world of film and television will remain unforgettable, and his talent will inspire future generations of actors. We will remember him as a talented actor, a loving father, and a man who left an indelible mark in the history of cinema. Kim Richards. Kim Richards, a name that rings a bell for many. Born on September 19, 1964, Kim started her acting career as a child. She gained fame for her roles in Nanny and The Professor, and the films Escape to Witch Mountain and Return from Witch Mountain. She was born to Kathleen Mary and Kenneth Edwin Richards. She has a younger sister, Carl Richards, who is also an actress, socialite, and television personality. The well-known socialite Kathy Hilton is her half-sister. Her nieces are Nikki and Paris Hilton. As of June 2024, Kim Richards is 59 years old. She resides in Beverly Hills, California. Despite rumors of her death, they were debunked, and Kim Richards continues to live and delight us with her creativity. Kim Richards is a living example of how one can succeed, starting a career at an early age. Her talent and perseverance have helped her remain a sought-after actress for many years. Her story inspires many young actors aspiring to succeed in Hollywood. Patty Duke. Patty Duke, born as Anna Marie Duke on December 14, 1946, was an American actress who began her acting career as a child. She gained fame for her roles in The Miracle Worker and The Patty Duke Show. In The Miracle Worker, she portrayed Helen Keller at the age of 15, a role she had originated on Broadway. Her performance won her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The following year, she played the dual role of identical cousins Kathy and Patty Lane on her own network television series, The Patty Duke Show. She was born to Frances Margaret and Jon Patrick Duke. She had a younger brother, Raymond Duke, and her managers were John and Ethel Ross. She had 3 children, including actors Sean Astin and Mackenzie Astin. As of June 2024, Patty Duke would have been 77 years old. However, she passed away on March 29, 2016, at the age of 69. She resided in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Patty Duke's life and career were marked by her talent and perseverance. Despite the challenges she faced, she remained a sought-after actress for many years. Her story continues to inspire many aspiring actors in Hollywood. I sincerely thank each and every one of you for taking the time to watch my video. Your support is incredibly important to me, and I appreciate every like, comment, and subscription. I hope that the content was useful and interesting for you. I look forward to seeing you again on my channel.